It actually means a lot to me and my family to see that Alexa was so loved by so many students. She had touched so many lives.
Family and friends gathered to remember a teen who brought joy to everyone. Good evening and thanks for staying up late with us. While deputies continue to investigate the deaths of 16-year-old Alexa Montez, her sister London, and their mother Nichol Olsen, tonight Clark High School students wanted to honor Alexa and remember the vibrant cheerleader. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Vanessa Croix.
It was an emotional tribute out here tonight as friends and family gathered to remember Alexa Montez, the girl who loved butterflies. And as her father told me something that takes on a different meaning tonight.
I miss her, I do. I miss her every day.
Clark High School students joined together to say goodbye to a friend.
Alexa was the most beautiful cheerleader, a smile that will never be forgotten.
The Clark cheerleaders helped organize the vigil to honor Alexa Montez.
I miss you every day and every second, Alexa.
The 16-year-old was found shot to death on January 10th, along with her younger sister London and her mother Nichol Olsen. Although the medical examiner ruled Olsen's death a suicide, authorities said they're still investigating the case. But this evening, there was no talk of what happened that night. Everyone here gathered to remember Alexa's spirit.
Because Alexa was very loved, and she's going to be very missed, as her friends have already said.
Something that means so much to her father.
I just couldn't help but feel like she was watching the whole time, thinking that she was okay with this.
And so they helped their beloved friend spread her wings and fly.
It's kind of hard to imagine how beautiful she was already, to know that she's even more beautiful now.
Vanessa Croix, KENS 5, Eyewitness News.